So this show is called Fuck Monday, and excuse my French, but or whatever, German.
Is it French?
I don't know.
I always wondered. My grandma used to always say that when I was a kid.
Excuse my French. Well, maybe she knows. I don't know. Maybe she knew something that we didn't know. R.I.P. Granny. So look, man, and Phil, we've very minimally discussed this topic, and I know that you're going to be passionate about it. And Fuck Monday stemmed from, it's a pet peeve of mine, and I've done it in the past, but since I've gotten pretty serious about my health and fitness over the past couple of years, it's gotten to become a very big pet peeve of mine. Everybody wants to start on Monday, no matter what it is. I'll start Monday, whether it's dieting. That's probably the biggest one.
Yeah,
I'm starting on Monday. Mm-hmm. Training, I'm starting on Monday. Getting their finances under control. Yeah, after the weekend, I'm going to, we're going to do this thing this weekend, and then starting next week, no more. My finances are getting in order. I'm going to start saving my money right, and this and that and the other. That's bullshit.
That's probably the one that really gets to me.
Huge pet peeve of mine, and I know that it is yours. Listen, bottom line, the time is now. And look, I have this written down. I have a couple of notes on this show, and one of them is there will never be a good time to start dieting, or there will never be a better time to start dieting and training properly.
Well, let's
never going to be more of a comfortable
Let's even rephrase that and get rid of diet and just say there's never a comfortable time for change.
Change is never going to be
period.
And we were going to elaborate on this a little bit. There's never going to be a comfortable time to make a drastic change in your life, ever. It's never going to be easier. Never going to happen. So from a dieting and training perspective, you hear people talk about starting on Monday all the time. Look, there's always going to be a river trip. There's always going to be a bachelor party. There's always
somebody's birthday.
A birthday dinner. There's always going to be a happy hour. There's always going to be a wedding. There's always going to be a baby shower. There's always going to be your brother barbecuing in the backyard on the 4th of July with hot dogs, which are awesome. And and there's always going to be a family member in town for dinner. There's always going to be something. There's never going to be, it's not like, hey, you know what? After this weekend, there's never going to be another distraction or anything that's going to move me away from my diet. So I'm just going to wait until after Sunday, and I'm going to start on Monday, and I'm going to eat right, and it's going to be that way forever. Never going to happen. Temptation will always knock on your door.
So I'm going to say that it's not even the fact that it won't work if you wait until Monday, because it could. But the mentality of the person that says that is not going to follow through anyways.
Bingo. So
I use that term or that analogy so I'm a business owner, right? And so as in the business owner world, there's a lot of like business coaching that happens. And I've spent, guys, you all don't want to know how much I've spent, whatever word you want to use, in people trying to help me grow and make better decisions in the business world, or whatever. And business coaching is great, but it is my opinion that business coaching probably does work. But what's more important than that is the type of person that is willing to invest and try and continue to try, break through failure, is what actually works. Is the mentality of the type of person that starts the journey.
Well, break it down simple here, Phil. Look, business coaching is great, but the mentality of the client has to be there.
That's right. It's the mentality of it's the type of person that would do something like that. They would have made it anyways, but because they have this mentality,
right,
they're going to go ahead and invest into this.
Those that are going to make it are going to make it anyways.
That's right.
Those who are not going to make it are not going to make it whether or not they get business coaching.
And then with the coaching, they'll get there faster.
From a fitness perspective,
usually.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Those people that are going to get in shape and be fit, they're going to do it with or without a trainer. Now, a trainer may accelerate that process, especially a really good trainer like Phil at OTG Fitness.
It just makes it faster.
Right.
Same thing in the business coaching world.
And the individual that is not ever going to get in shape, does not matter if they hire a good personal trainer or not. Their mindset's not there, and they're not going to get in shape.
That's right.
It's not going to happen for them. So, the temptation's always going to be there. The temptation to not invest your money properly because of consumerism of the world we live in, but consumed by consumerism, right? And that kind of goes in line with your business coaching analogy here. The temptation of to deviate from your diet and your workout regimen is always going to be there, no matter what. You have to have your mind. Look, I think Jessica told me this one day. She said, because she's prepping for a bodybuilding show right now, and she said something pretty simple, something along the lines of, get serious or don't bitch. Like get serious about your diet and your training. If that's what you want. Some people don't want to get in shape.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Lose weight.
Yeah.
But if you are somebody who is trying to,
make a change,
make a change of any kind, whether it be your physique or your business or whatever, get serious about it or don't bitch about it. Pick one.
I'm with that.
You get serious about it, you're going to make it happen. You will be that person with the mindset, with that growth mindset that is going to improve, right? And if you haven't made that mental switch, doesn't matter. You're not going to do it. So you might as well just sit on the sidelines with your clean uniform and not have any grass stains, because you're going to be second string, third string, fourth string forever, right? If you live with that mindset.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said growth mindset. Have you read that book, Mindset?
It's called Mindset?
It's called Mindset. Carol Dweck is the author. Yeah, that's who the term growth mindset.
Oh,
really? She coined that term. Yeah, it's a book.
I owe her like $50 or something. I said it out loud.
Yeah, definitely read it. It's not a long read, but it is a good book. She talks about the growth mindset, meaning that you want to get better and basically do whatever it takes to get better. And it's pretty to put it in simple terms.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll definitely check that out. It's called Mindset. So, and that is what it is, regardless of the situation. The individual is either serious about making the change and a coach of some type will help them, or that individual is not serious and the greatest coach in the world could not help them make that change because their mind's not right.
Yeah, even the greatest coaches in the world have students that fail.
Absolutely, because those students are not ready, or they're not committed, right? So, and we can put a little bit of spin on this topic, Phil, and you and I have had conversations about this, about the don't start on Monday type of people. We've also had conversations around the flip side. So there'll never be a good time to have an uncomfortable there's never going to be a better time to get uncomfortable, and there's never going to be a good time to have an uncomfortable conversation, right? So like, you're a business owner. Is waiting a couple weeks to fire a problem employee going to make it easier?
No, but I've done that.
It's probably going to make it worse, right?
It makes it worse.
And somebody like me asking your boss for, just say a raise, just that's one example. Waiting several weeks to go sit down and tell your boss what's on your mind is not going to make it any better or any easier. It's not going to ever get any easier. So,
and I have a terrible habit of this. Like, if anybody knows me, like, I don't care for confrontation.
Yep.
I just wish, to be honest, I wish that people would just do their job. It really is that simple. In my brain, in my head, I'm like, dude,
the system is that simple.
Show up,
do what you're supposed to
do what you need to do a little bit more than the minimum.
Right.
And then go home.
Well, sometimes it's like, hey, at least do the minimum. People want to see what they can get away with all the time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyways, it's really, for me, it's really easy to just push it to the side and hope that one day it gets better. And I've done this with a few different employees of my own that I've had. And then also, whenever I was an employee, I dealt with the same thing.
Right.
You know, and that's the easiest analogy. Is that the right word? Analogy, simile, comparison. Yeah. That's the the easiest one that I can think of that comes to mind, but it is relevant in all areas of change.
There's never going to be a good time to get uncomfortable. We said that 4 or 5 times, and I'll say it 5 times before we get off this microphone today. Look, another bullet point here. Standing your ground when it would be easier to comply. And I have a good example of this. This is just one of a billion examples. You decide that you are going to make a change, and you're going to diet, and you're going to exercise, and your diet consists of these things, and it doesn't consist of these things. You show up at social gathering, everybody at that gathering,
eat your rabbit food over there.
You have to eat these things, or you're the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to leave you alone. Stand your ground. Stand for something. Hey, no, I've decided that I'm not drinking alcohol and I'm not eating cake, and you have alcohol and cake, over there.
I made this decision last week
for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let you pressure me into it. And, people don't want
Whoa, that's what people do. Like, sorry.
Yeah, they get all bent out of shape. Hey, let them waller over there. And you know what? Maybe they really do enjoy eating cake and drinking alcohol, and that's what makes them happy. Probably actually doesn't underneath it all. No, but let everybody do what they want to do, and you stand your ground and you do what you want to do.
That's a good point as well.
You walked in that party and spent the whole time trying to convince everybody there not to drink alcohol and eat that cake. You get laughed out of the building.
Yeah, and you didn't do that anyways. You probably didn't do that anyways.
No, I said if.
Yeah, but
but now that you're different, now you have to comply with them to make them feel better about eating the cake and drinking the alcohol, right?
Right.
Cake and alcohol, which 2 things I've indulged in before. But I'm just saying that's one example, right? Stand your ground, dude. Stand your ground. Like, speak up, set the expectation, and don't waver. If you know that that's what you stand for and that's what you want to do, then do it, man. And stick to your guns. Look, we're gonna get ready to close this episode out here in a few minutes, right? Ed Milet says this, and if you don't know who Ed Milet is, then you're missing out, man, because he's one of the greats. He says, "Your life is an emergency." People don't treat their lives like an emergency. They walk around acting like they have unlimited time here on Earth. And there's never going to be a good time to get uncomfortable, whether that's starting a diet and training regimen, whether that's having a difficult conversation with an employee or a family member or a significant other or a person at the party that's trying to get you to eat the cake, or your boss, right? There's never going to be a good time to get uncomfortable. Your life is an emergency. Treat it like that. Yep. When you say, like, I am an employee, and there's going to be times when I want to go talk to my boss about something, I'm like, ooh, that's a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe I'll just leave that alone. No, I got to think, this is an emergency. My life's an emergency. This is about my life. I'm not saying to go in there and kick his door down and put him in a rear naked choke until he gives you a raise. Go see if you can block out some time with him or her, and just sit down and say, hey, boss man, this is what I'm looking for, right? And this is why I think that it's reasonable, and I would like to have that discussion with you and open up that dialogue. And usually people are a lot more receptive to the approach than you would think that they're going to be.
For sure. Yeah, and they're at least willing to listen.
Right, absolutely.
If they respect you.
And this is something that it's probably a common saying that I have my own spin on, that I say all the time, and I didn't really get it from anywhere in particular, but successful people will find a way, winners will find a way, and losers will find an excuse. You will find it. If you are a winner, you will find a way. If you are a loser and you have a loser mentality, you're going to find an excuse, and you'll justify it. And you'll sleep good at night, and you'll snuggle it like your teddy bear, your little weak excuse that you find, right? Because I've found them before, and that's been me.
And that's been me. I've gone to bed cuddling my excuses before.
Oh yeah, me too. Definitely have. Don't plan on doing it in the future, but I definitely have. Guilty, right? I'm talking from experience here, folks, on these
I'm never going to forget that. Cuddle your excuses at night.
Yeah, like a little teddy bear. Sitting there cuddling them. Oh, look at me. I'm sleeping good at night. Look at these great excuses I went and found. If I was a winner, I would have found a way. Right? Get serious or don't complain, man. Back to that one. Back to old Jess. Either get serious about what you want or don't bitch. Just keep getting your mediocre result that you've been getting over and over and over again. Don't wait till Monday, man. Don't wait until Monday. Start right now. Even if you just went and ate your body weight in ice cream or frozen yogurt or whatever.
Perfect time to start.
And you decide, there wasn't my pen. I need this for that way I can really get my points across. I can't get my points across without the old True Red here. It's a blue pen. It calls it True Red. It writes blue. Anyway. I don't care if you haven't worked out in months and you just went and ate your body weight in chips and salsa. You decide that you want to make the change, decide right now. It's not like, I just ate a couple of bad meals and it's already Saturday. I'll just eat bad again tomorrow and then on Monday I start. That's bullshit. It's a cop-out.
And I've done that before.
Yes, I have done that.
Let's put that on the table.
Have I not said that yet? I've done that before. But I've cuddled with my excuses at night.
I did, I have.
And I have waited until Monday before.
Yeah.
Don't wait till Monday. Start right now. Your life's an emergency. You got anything else you want to get across here, Phil?
Nope. I just I'm going to take a lot away from this one myself. My life is an emergency, and you got to consistently move forward. I mean, I really felt that my life would be in a little bit of a different spot at this age that I am now. Now 30.
Well, Phil,
so
I'm going to be 30 in a couple of weeks. Who accurately predicts where they're going to be, in their life? I feel like, you can have a good idea and a vision of where you want to be, but there's not very many people out there that when they're 18, they say, yep, by the time I'm 30, this is what I'm going to do. And it looks exactly how they planned.
Right.
It's not very often.
Well, I can tell you what. I know where I want to be by the time I'm 31. And I'll bust my ass to get there.
Hey, well, I'm making some changes by the time I'm 30, which is in a couple of weeks. But, my goal is to, dude, we've talked about this, before whenever we were kind of both creeping up on our 30th birthday. You just turned 30. I'm about to turn 30. Better every year. Yeah. Every year when my birthday rolls around, I want to be in a better spot. And bad things are going to happen in my life. There's going to be challenges and there's going to be uphill battles that I'm fighting. But I'm going to press forward. My life's an emergency. I'm going to treat it like an emergency. And I'm not going to start on Monday. I'm not going to start after the new year or after the river trip this summer.
That's the extreme one.
That's the extreme
year.
One.
Yeah.
It's July. Next year, I'm getting in shape.
January 22 is my 22 is my year.
You're a crybaby, and you're coddling your excuses at night like a little teddy bear. Don't do it, people. Get serious. Treat your life like an emergency. And that's it. It's Sunday right now, but don't start on Monday. Start right now.